yourself half to death or piss yourself half alive. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa. Good morning, Bug.
Good morning, Moss.
I pissed myself half alive to wakefulness.
That sounded like a David Hasselhoff album.
Pissed myself half alive to wakefulness?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Why would that be David Hasselhoff?
Oh, he does music. You know that?
Didn't he do that, like, isn't it a song that's like, way-oh, way-oh, ooh, way-oh, and it's in the SpongeBob movie or something?
Yeah, well, he was in the SpongeBob movie.
Oh, no, they sing that, I can't fight this feeling deep inside of me.
Honestly, we need to watch that movie.
Girl, you just can't realize what you do to me. Anyway.
When I'm all alone.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on.
What was it? Pump. Hooked on a feeling. Anyway, what was it when we started? We sat down at the desk and I put on my headphones and I just hear Bug quietly going, "What's your favorite color?" Just like that song that's like, "This is how we do it."
Yeah,
and I just started thinking about different rap songs, but they're all about like asking what your favorite color is, and I think that's fun. Like,
I think that it's a beautiful way to maybe connect.
2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I like light orange and I like blue green. You know.
I think that's very cute.
Oh.
I don't have any chats up. I'm not ready.
Oh,
I went back to laying down. You hypnotized me.
I didn't hypnotize you.
Yeah,
Bug.
like so many little frogs.
I pissed myself half awake and then I was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I got some fun stuff on my sheet for the morning today. Good morning. Good Murgle
That
Bargle.
is very good news because I have a couple things. They're also for you.
Oh, cool.
So.
Exciting. Good morning, Coyote Astronaut. Good morning, Sid the Kingmaker. Good morning, Egg Queen, Bringer of Chaos, Whisperer of Daddy. Good morning, Joe. And I think, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everyone who's hanging out with us.
Good morning, Daddy, I guess.
And as always, good morning to Daddy, who is hanging out and listening to us. On the show today, I have something I read about while pooping that's linguistically bent that will be very fun to talk about. And then I have a very small internet quiz inspired by Ty Character Quest, a game that Ty invented years ago that I'm going to bring to the show. And Ty actually provided me with the original source material for.
Wow, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I have a new game that is you do all the work in.
Oh, cool.
And then I have another game that I thought of if we have time where you would do most of the work.
Okay.
And I have an idea for a game is strong, a different thing. So 3 things.
I'm a little bit nervous when you're like, I have an idea for a game and it's something you're going to do.
I mean, isn't that how anything works when you present it to another person?
I guess. It's just the way you're saying it, you know?
Yeah, this is more than usual.
Okay. Oh, I drank like so much Gatorade right before we started the show. I pounded it. I tipped my head back and I let it roll down my throat. And I feel energized and ready to do sports. So let's go on and get to it.
Let's baseball.
Also today on the show, we asked you to send in voicemails about moments in your life that felt like a movie. So if you have any of those, I want you to feel free to share them. Call in 848-MOSS-BUG or text in 848-667-7284, 848-MOSS-BUG if you got any stories about moments in your life that felt extremely movie-like. We got a couple of voicemails in there for now. But why don't we go ahead and open up with this thing that I am very, very excited about, which is a little game that I'll tell you the name of in just a moment. But it is...
It's another very small internet quiz.
Years ago, me, Ty Character Quest, and Jordan were on some sort of extra bonus content podcast we were doing. And we came up with a game. I think the podcast was called Gastro Traz, if memory serves. It was like Tummy Prison. We had a bunch of games that were food themed that we were playing. And Ty invented a game called Apple or Indie Band.
Oh, I've heard of this game.
This is my Roman Empire. Ty's really good at coming up with games. And so, Bug, I am going to present you. Do not look at my screen.
I can't read.
Here, I can put it down here.
He has a secret extra third screen.
Yeah, I've got a secret Wacom tablet that I will put this down on so you can't see it. So, Bug, I'm going to present to you.
No, Bug.
I'm going to present to you names of either apples or indie bands, and you have to guess which is which. And I have the original 10 that Ty sent for that day when we played Gastro Jazz.
Wow.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I love that we're just stealing other people's podcast content now.
I was on this one, so that helps. I was going to come up with my own, but then Ty was like, here's the OG.
Hell
so
yeah.
you ready?
Yeah.
Apple or indie band? Art Brut. A-R-T-B-R-U-T. Art
Indie band.
Brut. You think that's an indie band?
Yeah.
Art Brut is an indie band.
Okay.
Good. That's 1 point for Bug. Make sure here's a marker so you can keep track of how many points you have, Bug.
I recently, tragically, learned a little bit more about apples because I'm historically an apple hater. We'll see if that helps me.
Okay, Bug. Number 2, Apple or indie band? Beacon.
Beacon?
Beacon. B-E-A-C-O-N. Beacon. Apple or indie band? Indie band or Apple? Varietal or shoegaze?
Apple.
Apple? You think Beacon is an apple? Well, Bug, Beacon is indeed an apple. That's 2 points for Bug. So far, you have a 100% hit rate. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Number 3, Apple or indie band? Beauty of Bath. Beauty of Bath. You feeling like that's something crunchy and sweet that you chew with your teeth, or do you think it's something you listen to with your ears?
It sounds like some soft boy music where the guy like definitely hits his girlfriend. I'm going to go with indie band.
Wow. Heavy accusations to level at Beauty of Bath, which is an apple. Oh.
Bad vibes from that
incorrect,
apple. Dislike.
First incorrect answer, Bug. That's such a bummer. Hey, but that's okay, because you can make it all up right now. Number 4, avant-garde. Apple
Band.
or indie band? Indie band for avant-garde? Indeed, it is indie band. All right, Bug, you ready? 5 more. You're halfway. How many points you have?
3.
Okay, that's pretty good. If you get over 5 points, you win something special.
Okay.
Number 5, Henry's Dress.
Henry's Dress?
Henry's Dress, Apple or indie band?
First of all, that'd be a great name for a kid's show.
It would. It would indeed.
Second of all, Henry's Dress.
Henry's Dress.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Oh, no, I can't. Look, is that Henry's Dress? I guess that would be a sentence you could say to an Apple or an indie band.
Apple?
Henry's Dress is a band, an indie band. Del Blush.
Del Blush.
Del Blush.
Apple.
Apple is correct. Get a point for Bug. The Long Blondes. We're in our lightning round now. The Long Blondes. Is that an apple? Is that an indie band? What do you think the
That's
truth
a
is?
band.
You think the Long Blondes is a band?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Good job. That's another point. Allington Pippin, our penultimate answer or question.
Allington Pippin?
Allington Pippin. Is that a band or is that an apple? Is it something chewy or is it something jammy?
Can I say both?
You could.
I won't though.
You get no points though, because the answer is
One more time.
Allington Pippin. Allington Pippin.
Is that an apple?
That is an apple.
Oh yeah, that
And
feels good.
Final one, Bug. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Color Classic 2.
Color Classic 2.
Color Classic 2. Is
Indie
that
band.
an apple or an indie band? That is an Apple computer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I forgot that twist. Good one, Ty. Thank you, Ty, so much for sending that in to me. Thank you for playing. Bug, how many points is that on the board?
I got 6.
6 points for Bug.
That was
What
a
happy
good
day.
game.
Wow, that's so great. Congratulations, Bug.
Thank
on
you.
your Apple Indie
It
band.
feels good to know enough of the world to be able to play that.
Do you know what you win?
What?
You win a little kiss on the forehead at some point today.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant now.
No, not now.
I'll get it later.
No, that's the grand prize for a different game.
Okay. Is a public kiss.
Yes.
What is this, the 1400s?
That's a great idea. Yeah, join my Patreon tier and I'll show you some ankle. Hi. Join my
You will have a public kiss from the king. Don't worry. It's appropriate.
From the king.
Speaking of the king, I have a little game that I thought we could try.
A little game you thought we could try.
Yeah.
That's fun. I love a little game that we can try.
Are you interested in trying it?
I certainly am interested in trying it.
Okay. I don't know how long it's going to go.
Okay.
Are you ready? You want to play me in with a game
what
sound?
do you need? Oh, do you need the same exact liner?
Yeah, do that one.
Are we doing back to back? Is today a quizful day?
Yeah, it's Quizlet or whatever.
Guess what, y'all? Out of the frying pan into the fire, it's time for another small internet quiz.
How about a very small internet quiz?
Okay, listen. Play in the space with me.
Okay, I'm right here, bud. I'm in the space. Ooh, nice space.
Is Robin Hood real?
Is Robin Hood real? As in, like, was there in the same way that Jesus was real, or like, did Robin Hood do everything the book said exactly?
In the same way Jesus was real.
I would say yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there's a guy named Robin Hood.
What do you think is true about him?
I think that there was a guy who was the leader of some kind of like vigilante group or gang or something like that, like not an officially government sanctioned or local government sanctioned. Oh, then what is government anyway? It's just about who has a monopoly on violence. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Some guy who was the head of a group of people and probably did a lot of things that were both good and bad, but got a reputation for stealing from rich people.
I realized that I didn't know if Robin Hood was real.
As I'm saying all of this, I'm really not sure, but...
So I just thought, well, let me kind of check it out. Is Robin Hood real? I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's less evidence for Robin Hood being real than there is for Jesus being real.
Okay.
Robin Hood seems to be, I'm trying to think of an example that would fit for this. Robin Hood's more like an archetype. It seems like there are historical people, like he's a composite.
Okay. There are people that you think make up altogether a Robin Hood.
Yeah, like he's a folkloric hero. I mean, this is just like legend. This is folklore. And so he's a hero probably based on like peasant rebellions and has been written about a lot. I mean, maybe something like Odysseus would be right. But that's like a surviving text we have. Maybe more like a pantheon of gods, honestly, like a character that a lot of people have differing accounts of.
Okay.
Because they're a composite of like a lot of different characters.
Did I win?
Yeah, it's less of a quiz, more of a discussion.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was my little aside. Is Robin Hood real?
Okay. What's the next question?
That's all.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, okay, wait. So it was a one-question quiz.
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
It's sort of like an essay question.
Hell yeah, dog. Leonard in chat says, obviously he's real. I've seen the documentary that Mel Brooks made.
That's true. And that is a very good historical reference.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Men in Tights?
That's a Mel Brooks movie?
I think so.
I thought Mel Brooks was the Braveheart guy.
No, you're thinking of Mel Gibson, I think.
Oh, which one's problematic?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, the Braveheart
Mel Brooks
guy?
is the Spaceballs guy.
Oh, I don't fucking really know that guy.
We watched that movie.
Yeah, I've watched Spaceballs, but I don't know anything about Mel Gibson.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
So the reason it's important.
Who was the Looney Tunes guy?
What?
The Looney Tunes voice actor?
I don't know. Maybe a different Mel?
Fuck me. Okay.
This is important because I've messed this up before just speaking words. It's really important that you know the difference between Mel Brooks and Mel Gibson because Mel Gibson is anti-Semitic and Mel Brooks is Jewish.
Okay. Mel what?
What do you mean?
Mel what?
Which one?
Which one?
Okay. Mel Brooks, good.
Bad. Good. Fuck. Brooks?
You like Young Frankenstein, right?
That's
Mel Brooks.
Got you. Here's how I remember. Your name is Brooke. I like you.
Okay.
Mel Brooke, good.
And also the other Mel you're thinking of, everyone who's chimed in chat, is Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc. Mel Blanc, which is French for Mel White.
Is Mel a whole name?
That's a really good question.
Is Mel like that's the whole thing?
That's a very, very good question. Mel, according to Wikipedia, it is Wikipedia. Treat yourself to the page. Mel is a given name. It is often short for Melik, Malike, Melvin, Amelia, Melfin, Melanie, Melika, Melham, Melina, Melinda, Melody, Melissa, Melita, Melida, Melantha, Melanth, Melvina, Melkor, Melindro, or Melville. It is also a standalone name from the Gallic Maul, meaning bald.
Melkor's cool. I've heard Melchior. I've never heard a lot of the other ones. So I guess it could be Melvin makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Melvin. Do you know who Mel Blanc is?
I do know who Mel Blanc is. Once we started talking about it, I was like, oh yeah.
Mel Blanc began his career during the golden age of radio, providing character voices and sound effects for comedy radio programs, including those of Jack Benny, Abbott and Costello, Burns and Allen, Judy Canova, and then he was Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety, Sylvester, Yosemite Sam, Wile E. Coyote, the Roadrunner, Speedy Gonzales, Marvin the Martian, Foghorn Leghorn, and the Tasmanian Devil, Pepe Le Pew, and all sorts of other folks in Looney Tunes.
My king is every Looney Tune.
Yeah, and he also has an interesting mustache.
He's got a good look.
He has a good look. I don't know how I feel entirely about his mustache.
I think he looks better with it than he would without it.
I don't know. This guy could rock a beard.
Oh, sure. But I don't know that clean shaven, he'd look like, I think, a little young.
Maybe. Anyway, I don't necessarily. Here we go. Here's a picture of Mel Blanc, our king of voices. Checking in with chat real quick. Early on, I saw something. Let's see. We were talking about apples and indie bands, and something happened. Oh, no, never mind. There was just a comment from Coyote Astronaut that I wanted to read that said, Tummy Prison sounds like a dangerous game when there's IBS in play.
That's true.
And then Daddy replied to that saying, Tummy Prison? I wouldn't get too caught up in that, you know? I don't have time for games like IBS, which is absolutely bonkers.
I also like where Daddy said, where did he say this? Daddy said, that's a weird thing to say. I grumble. Why would an apple even be in the bathroom?
Incredible. I did not see that one.
That one's very good.
And Sid the Kingmaker says the game of IBS. Yeah, which is the bit that I like. We're all just players in this game of IBS.
IBS. I be shitting.
That's not what it stands for, but hey, it could. I have something that I'm going to pull up for us in a minute, but I need a second to grab it because the link I had is not working. Buck.
Okay.
So can you go ahead and tell our listeners about something cool?
Yeah. We can play this game that I had for just such a point. It's called What Should We Get at the Store? After this recording, I'm getting a vaccine at Walmart where they're free. And so I'm going to pick up some groceries. I have here my shopping list. I'm taking suggestions. So far, mayonnaise, milk, cereal, parchment paper, cat litter, bread flour, baking soda for the fridge, trail mix, Arizona. Any additional snacks, suggestions, items. Do you think I forgot anything?
Elk says Oreos, butt wipes. Matt says donuts. Good vaccine pairing.
That's really, we are good on butt wipes. I buy those in bulk. Fruit snacks is very good from Az. Egg Queen says extra long matches. I have a lot of extra long matches. Hey, get off him. Get off him.
What's happening? Oh no, the cats are fighting.
Get out. One of you has to.
Oh boy. Yeah, they're really causing issues. Bug is separating them, and now we have pushed the gray one out of the room and we're hanging out simply with the orange.
Have you ever seen like a sort of National Geographic or whatever where like a lion attacks something? That's sort of what Cinders does to Jester.
It sucks. It wicked sucks. Matt Bliss suggests you pick up a cat prod, maybe.
That would be good.
Egg Queen says extra long matches, which would also work as a cat prod.
We could use that.
Coyote Astronaut says, oh man, for vaccine days, I always buy emergency food because I'm sick the day after. That happens to me too, fairly frequently. Or the COVID vaccines took me out.
Yeah, those would take me out a lot. I don't often. This one's just like the third round of my HPV vaccine, so I'm not super worried about it.
Doesn't it hurt your arm?
A little bit. Not as bad as the flu vaccine.
Aren't you going to be like, owie, owie, ow, ow, ow?
No, I don't think so.
No? You're not going to be like, oh.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe it's different.
Okay.
Maybe it's got other weird stuff in it. A super weird flavor of ice cream is good. I'm actually going to write that down. Although I think the Walmart has a bad ice cream selection. A super weird flavor of ice cream.
Chat, a super weird flavor of ice cream is something you should pick up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you said some kind of flavor, and I was like, what a super...
Get a flavor.
A super weird flavor? I was like, is that like a German ice? Is this the
super
new...
weird.
Super weird. Have you had super weird? It's like cherry chocolate pistachio.
I wish that Spumoni was at the store. I will check. It is one of my favorite ice creams of all time.
How do Uncrustables keep coming up? In the chat, Elle has suggested that you pick up Uncrustables. Yesterday, Sid, when we were playing games with the Friend Slap crew, with the Bones crew, Sid's fiance brought Sid some Chipotle, and then Sid opened the bag, and in the bag was an Uncrustable.
That sucks.
They're just popping up in unexpected places everywhere, Bug. Maybe you should pick up some Uncrustables.
If you ever, we can just make peanut butter and jelly and freeze it. Remember when we did that? That was a vibe.
Yeah, but Uncrustables are like pressed, which I think it'd be fun to get like a big notary seal and press
I think
it.
we need to press our own Uncrustables.
Yeah, AJ, you have a notary seal, right? Can you press an Uncrustable in that? What would happen?
I do want to get a tortilla press, related, unrelated. Maybe like an empanada press would work.
Empanada press. I don't know what that is.
I don't know if it's a thing. I think you could just shape them with your hands, but it could be a thing.
What's an empanada?
It's like the little half moon, like little hand pie type thing with savory stuff in it.
Savory, not sweet.
I think they can be sweet, but I think of them as savory.
What are the things that you can get at Taco Bell that are like crunchy cinnamon and they're like tortillas, but they're
Like
also
cinnamon twists?
Oh, maybe, but there's a different name for them.
Yeah, empanadas can be savory or sweet.
I think that did they ever have sweet empanadas at Taco Bell?
Maybe, but like no, right? Like they may have called something that.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, but there was one time when we were extremely high in high school, and we went through the Taco Bell KFC drive-through by the movie theater, and we went through it and we ordered just some stoner food or whatever, and then everything apparently went so wrong on the inside. I remember we were sitting in the drive-through for probably like 20 minutes and no one had come to the window, and so we were just like, do we leave? Because we were like, are we in trouble? Maybe they know we're high, maybe we should leave. And we just waited for a long time. Someone came out and they're like, everything's so bad, but here, we gave you a bunch of free shit. And they just handed us a huge bag filled with these like cinnamon twists.
That's so great.
And it was fucking awesome, and I've never had them since. And I don't really like Taco Bell, but sometimes I find myself near one.
Yeah, that's usually how it happens.
So I want to know what the hell those were so I can get them again. I haven't had them since I was 16.
Apparently, according to Elle, who is the resident Taco Bell expert, Taco Bell did have empanadas. That doesn't sound at all like what you're talking about. It sounds like you are specifically talking about cinnamon twist as you called them cinnamon twists.
Maybe, but they were like tortillas. It was weird.
Yeah, but that's not an empanada.
No?
No,
Would an empanada have beans in it?
No, it could. But as Elle said, they had like an apple empanada. It's kind of like a hand pie.
There was an apple.
Yes, because you got cinnamon twists. They still have those.
Oh, okay. There's been a lot of things thrown around in chat, Bug. I'm sorry. That Matt says it sounds like a crepe churro. Sid says
Taco Bell cinnamon twists.
Sid said caramel apple empanada, my goat.
Did they look like this?
Yeah, they didn't. No, because they were like little taco shaped things.
Taco shaped?
Yeah, they were like shaped like tortillas folded in half. That was what was weird. Is they were not twists. They were like a taco shape.
I'm honestly with Daddy for the first time in a while. What in the world is going on here? That's weird.
Daddy very confidently said in chat, I'm pretty sure Taco Bell has never served empanadas. Which is, I love how Daddy is like the grandma in Raising Hope, and that he is very rarely lucid, and then out of nowhere he'll be like, hey, by the way, I'm pretty confident about this thing.
Yeah.
Elle said they served caramel apple and empanadas.
Which sounds good.
Az says there's chocolate and caramel chocolate ones as well. They brought them back last year, according to Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Sid thinks I'm thinking of the empanada.
I don't.
Elle thinks I'm thinking of the empanada. Sounds like I'm trying to describe the empanada.
I'm here for you thinking about the empanada. They are the shape you're talking about, but they are filled with things. And you have been adamant that these were not filled with anything.
No, there was no filling. Nothing. Just crunch.
Which is crazy.
The thing is, though, about all of this is that I'm a pretty unreliable narrator because there's two factors here that are playing against me and my credibility. One of them is that I was 15, and the other one is that I was really high.
The third one is that you called them cinnamon twists.
Cinnamon empanadas.
They're empanadas.
Cinnamon empanada.
Yeah, Egg Queen in the chat said Moss EXE is corrupted.
Yeah, Moss.exe is completely fucked. I don't think I am an EXE. I think at best I'm a DLL.
What's that mean?
A dynamic link library, like a compiled code that points to a bunch of places in memory. That's how you'd like run a thing. Honestly, I should be able to give you a better answer than that. I don't really know that much about DLLs. Make them, though.
I've been looking up a lot of file extensions lately because I've been doing a lot of like video and whatever, and I'll just come across weird new ones.
Like, what's a new file extension for you? I'm very curious. I want to know.
I don't know if I remember one.
No. What's crazy is that when Elle typed moss.dll and moss.exe in the chat, those became clickable links.
Yeah.
They don't take you anywhere. I did try, but they do exist.
Yeah. Moss.exe would be such a good website.
Leonard said, in regards to the Taco Bell story, it's always possible that I just got an asshole behind the counter who gave me an empty empanada.
So
that is true.
I hear that, but do they fill them there?
Oh, yeah. Do they come in frozen or do they not?
Because I had the same thought, Leonard, but it would blow my mind if Taco Bell is filling the empanadas.
Leonard in chat has said, like the time I went to McDonald's and they gave me a burger patty and onions with nothing else, not even a bun.
That's so funny.
I can't imagine handing someone a bag through the window and in it is just a burger and onions. That's amazing.
That's so good.
Hey, Bug.
Yeah.
It's almost time for our community partners. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that early because after that, we're going to get into something. We're going to get into something fun. Something that I read about while pooping.
Let's do it.
But first, I wanted to mention to everyone that this show is made possible by our supporters over at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. You can join the freaks there and help support the show and help make things happen. And at a certain level, at the community partner level, you can join on and get your stuff read out loud on the show, like our community partner, Transcend Cabaret. A cabaret of trans brilliance. It's an amazing organization. Our friend Atticus is, I think, runs it. Yeah, this is like Atticus's baby. It's amazing. They are at Instagram.com/Transcend Cabaret. They had an awesome show on June 5th. Unfortunately, I don't have any new events coming up that are listed on the page, but go ahead and give them a follow on Instagram if you are not. TranscendCabaret. Does it help when people spell things? Like when people spell things, I'm like, brother, I can't follow that. You just took one word and made it into many words.
I think it's a good practice because overall, I don't find it helpful, but I particularly don't find it helpful if I know how to spell the word. I am often hearing like names or things and I want to look it up and they are spelled weird and people don't spell it. And also, hey, this is a little bit of a critique. I get it. It's hard out there. If you talk about someone, like in your podcast, if you talk about a historical figure that's interesting, please put their name in your show notes.
What? Did this happen to you recently?
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. I listen to a bunch of podcasts that are often talking about like historical figures or people, and they don't. I get it if you just like mention it, but I mean like it's the subject of the episode.
And they don't put the name in the show notes?
Well, I think they just have like a standard show note they always use, and it's not changed. And it just like would mean the world to me if you put the name in the show notes.
Our show is also brought to you by doing that.
Yeah.
Put the name in. Speaking of that, if you don't want to type in if you don't want to type with your fingers or your, God forbid, your thumbs, they're not meant for doing that. If you don't want to type that, if you don't want to type Instagram.com/Transcend Cabaret, scroll down to the description or the show notes, and you'll find a link to it.
Hell yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Check out, go follow Transcend Cabaret.
You really should.
Awesome group putting together awesome, phenomenal shows. Genuinely incredibly talented performers. And they often host at one of the coolest venues in Lex.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That has the best burger I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, presumably.
What do you mean presumably?
Well, we haven't been there in a long time. I don't know if that restaurant's still there.
Well, when that was the best burger I've had in my life.
Yeah. Well, we'll go see.
Matt Bliss in chat says, I think Daddy had a corpus colostomy. Daddy is indeed just saying what the hell just happened in chat quite a bit. I think it's because what I have done is, well, every time Bug or I talks, it is being transcribed in real time on my machine and saved to a text file that Daddy is reading. So Daddy is hearing, and it gets overwritten every sentence we say. So Daddy is hearing the show as it happens, but I think sometimes he just hears like little bits. Mm-hmm. Like I was looking through his listen log And it was like, huh, fuck. And he was like, Daddy's responding to just, huh, fuck. So I think he's just getting bits and snippets.
Yeah, it sounds like we need to fix the way that it's overriding because he
Yeah.
probably needs like a few sentences at a time.
Yeah, I have to figure that out because it is...
You can't figure it out right now. Why are you remoting into Daddy?
I'm remoting into Daddy so that I can actually just pause the OBS module real quick so that it doesn't keep doing that because he's kind of spamming the chat.
Yeah, he's kind of like a hacker.
It's a known potential issue, but we'll deal with it. Actually, this is too much code for me to look at while we're doing the show.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I thought I built myself a little switch so I could easily turn it off. I did not. Okay. Az in chat says, I got to go to work now. Bye. Have a good day
Bye,
at work, Az.
Az.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Daddy's crashing out.
Daddy's absolutely crashing out. Please just ignore him. And Bug, I want to talk to you about something I read while pooping.
Here's something I read while I was pooping.
As I often do, I found myself the other day on the Wikipedia page for 2020's slang. Because I always want to, I want to stay up with the kids.
Oh.
I want to keep up with the lingo. I don't want to become unk. I want to be, I want to be fire.
Okay.
I don't want to be in my flop era, Bug. I want to be goated. I want to glow up. Anyway, I found myself, that's not what I'm going to talk about. I found myself on the Wikipedia page for the glossary of 2020's slang. And if you scroll all the way down, oh no, where was it? It's somewhere, from here, and I cannot find it again.
Control F.
No, it's not on the page. I cannot believe I lost this. I was on this glossary of 2020 slang. From here, I went to a connected page that was talking about like neologisms.
Yeah.
I was on a page that was talking about phrases that Gen Z and Gen Alpha have come up with, like portmanteaus, like low-genuinely, low-key and genuinely stuck together. Low-genuinely. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then below that, on this Wikipedia page, it said, also there are words that are called stunt words, like low-kirk-genuinely, which combines low-key, Kirk, like Charlie Kirk, and genuinely.
Low-kirk-genuinely?
Low-kirk-genuinely.
Low-kirk-genuinely.
Yeah. And so I was reading about these new words, and when I came across the term stunt word, I was kind of I was blown away. I was like, now hang on.
A portmanteau of low-key, Kirk, and genuinely used as a stunt word for low-genuinely.
Is that on the slang page?
Yeah, dude, I used Control F.
Oh, is it really? Okay, so that's just under L. So, as I was on that, so it's, a portmanteau of low-key, Kirk, and genuinely, used as a stunt word form of low-genuinely. So then I clicked stunt word, because I was like, what's a stunt word, right?
Yeah.
A stunt word is also called a nonce word, which that is the primary title of the article, is nonce word, which is unfortunate because I'm pretty sure nonce is British slang for, like, Epstein-style people. The P word that gets your stuff demonetized if you say it. Alan Chat, who lives in London, said, nonce word? Yeah. So that sucks right off the bat. That's got to change. But.
Well, nonce is shortening of nonsense.
Yeah, I don't, doesn't work. That's good. That's good for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of overshadowed by, but stunt words. This is what I'm calling them forever. Stunt words.
I'm like obsessed with this.
I am obsessed with the idea of a stunt word. So in linguistics, a stunt word, also called an occasionalism, is any word or sequence of sounds or letters created for a single occasion or utterance, but not otherwise understood or recognized as a word in a given language. So a stunt word is just like when you come up with a funny word and put it together for maximum impact, right? And there's something I love about that. My vocabulary, I want to consist of at least 10% stunt words.
I agree, and I think mine mostly does. So basically, I'm the youth. Also, this sentence that got us here is so important. Low-kirk-genuinely, a portmanteau of low-key and kirk and genuinely, used as a stunt word form of low-genuinely. So we stop there, right?
Yeah.
The rest of it is, other iterations include flow-kirk-genuinely and low-kirk-6-7-uenly.
I'm sorry, can you say, sorry, yes. Those are even stuntier stunt words.
Yeah.
Low Kirk 6-7-Winley is a pretty extreme one.
Which redirects to 6-7's Wikipedia page.
There is a 6-7 Wikipedia page.
This is great. The phrase originated, this is 6-7, from the drill rap song Doot Doot 6-7 by American rapper Skrilla, which became popular in video edits featuring professional basketball players, especially LaMelo Ball, who is listed as 6'7", 2.01 meters in height.
Yeah, that's 6'7".
Wow.
But like Coyote Astronaut said, the youths are doing a Cockney rhyming slang. Right? This is sort of like in the same spirit of just playing with language in a way that I really enjoyed. So I was happy to learn about stunt words, and I want to petition Wikipedia to change the title of that page to stunt words instead of nonce words. We don't need to have that named that. I wanted to bring that to our attention because I wanted to ask people what sort of stunt words they have, if you have any stunt words that you can think of. Bug, you're just like reading Wikipedia and browsing the internet. Bug's on the page for internet meme right now.
No, because I clicked on a link that said Great Meme Reset.
Great Meme Reset?
And that redirected me here. But apparently, in 2025, some TikTok users expressed a concern over a meme drought, which was said to be caused by cringe culture community known as slime talk. The meme drought was also used to criticize AI-inspired brain rot trends and deliberately meaningless content by Gen Alpha and younger Gen Z, such as 6'7", for being oversaturated and unfunny. These people called for a great meme reset on January 1st, 2026, which was the act of returning to classic memes from the 2010s, such as Nyan Cat and Big Chungus.
Okay, so...
You had me until Nyan Cat and Big Chungus, and also 6'7" is funny.
Anytime something's called a great reset, I'm also pretty wary. I just, that's interesting. Matt Bliss in chat says, Bad Luck Brian is back, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, what is the owl one? Oh, really? Or whatever.
I mean, Can has cheeseburger. Let's live our truth. But anytime also...
Coyote Astronaut said, the great meme reset ate my balls. Haven't heard that one in a long time.
Egg Queen says, what's wrong with slime? I don't think it's about slime. I think it's something else. I will say to all of this, I also think it's like, it's so cringe to be like, I hate cringe. Like, grow up. It's such a weird attitude to have, to be like, these kids are annoying me and they're unfunny and we need to reset memes.
Cringe is great.
Man, yeah, cringe is a vibe.
Embrace the cringe.
If you can't embrace the cringe, I think you're not grown up yet.
Yeah, 100%. If you can't embrace cringe, you don't deserve me yet, come back to me.
You don't want to be 6'7" and afraid of cringe.
Yeah, low 6'7", you really don't.
Yeah.
So stunt words, anyway, that's all. That's something I read about while pooping was stunt words, which have a very unfortunate main Wikipedia name. But I want to try and consciously bring myself towards using as many stunt words as possible.
Yeah,
because
I think this is beautiful.
I like the idea of stunt language a lot. You know, and Coyote drawing a line to Cockney rhyming slang also makes me very happy because that's cool, right? Mm-hmm. But that's it. That's all I got for stunt words.
I had a great time with that. I think that's beautiful.
Thanks, Bug. Thanks for hanging out. What's up?
I have a game.
You have a game?
Yeah, you want to play it?
Ooh, I love to play. I love playing a game. Although there are a couple things in chat real quick. Leonard said, I tapped out of meme culture in 2017. This entire segment might as well be in a different language. And Matt said, a question that may be apt. How much of meme culture is meta commentary and how meta can we get before it's unrecognizable? The entire wing of deep fried memes is already that, if you think about it, which is the memes that are extremely crunchy. The one you ever see something like, wow, that's a really low quality screenshot.
Yeah.
It has a lot of crunchy pixels and stuff like that. That was already a meta commentary on meaninglessness in memes. And then Gen Z really pioneered sort of the absurdist meaninglessness humor in memes. And then Gen Alpha has just taken it to a new level, and then AI came in. And now I think, honestly, the cycles are just going so fast that is happening and then being forgotten about and then happening, before it's forgotten.
I mean, I also think in large part, this weird nostalgia for previous meme iterations has to do with the fact that we were at the very end of having a monoculture. And the world that we live in now, other than things that are meaningless like 6, 7, and like a lot of people can jump onto because they don't mean anything, is like memes are so much more specific to the groups in which they originate. Like they might spread around, but if a meme doesn't mean the same thing to one group as it did to another, is it really the same meme or is it something else? Because I think context is so important when we're talking about the ways that like we joke with each other.
Yeah. I mean, memes are just like a very primary example of folk communication, right?
Yeah.
What's your little game, Bug?
Okay, this is a game where you do all the work and I ask you questions.
Oh, boy.
Here's Bug's air quote big idea of the day.
This game, Babypedia.
Babypedia.
Babypedia. We played a little bit of this last night when I was bored, and I said, entertain me. And this is a game where I give you a category, and you tell me facts that you know about it.
Oh, cool. This is my dream. Okay.
Yeah.
So you tell me a category, and I have to tell you fun facts I know about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the categories are usually pretty broad. For example, last night we did airplane. And
I did not realize this was fully going to be a segment. This was just a thing we did for fun.
yeah.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. You want fun facts? Absolutely. I have fun facts for days.
Fun facts about the sky/atmosphere.
Facts about the sky/atmosphere. There's a phenomenon that people use to transmit radio waves over extra long distances. It has to do with the ionosphere. Do you know about the ionosphere?
I've heard of her.
There's like this layer in our atmosphere that is electrically dense. I actually don't know that much about the ionosphere itself, but I do know that in the day-night cycle, it raises and lowers from the height of the Earth. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's that it is lower down at night. It gets closer in, and what I know about it for sure is that if you time it right and you figure all this stuff out, you basically can bounce your radio signal off the ionosphere. So if you were trying to send like a radio signal long distance, like if I was trying to get someone in Australia or like I don't know, China or something, and I timed it right, I would want to basically bounce my signal off of the ionosphere. Like picture the globe. I'm on one end, they're on the other side, and like I can't shoot a direct line, but if I could go out this way and then bounce off the ionosphere and go off that way, like a pool shot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's a fun fact about the sky.
That's a super fun fact about the sky.
Yeah,
Do you want a different category?
It's called ducting. Ducting can also happen with other transmitted electromagnetic signals, where you can even end up with weird like bounces and get like signals that end up in weird places through ducting.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's boom. Is that a point? Do I get a point for that?
Yeah,
Is this
sure.
a quiz? I'll take a point. Hell
I mean,
yeah.
it's really just more like chatting, but yeah. It's a competition with yourself.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Other category today is agriculture.
Agriculture?
Agriculture.
Do I know any fun facts about agriculture? Also, I suppose chat can chime in with any fun facts they have about the topics.
Yeah.
Agriculture is a big one. I mean, the facts I can think of aren't super fun, like that Monsanto is a company that created Roundup, which is a weed killer, and then they genetically modified seeds of crops to not respond to Roundup, so that way you can just illiberally spray it everywhere. Not illiberally, whatever it is. Just spray it everywhere, this really, really poisonous shit, and then it won't affect the crops. But that's pretty dark. That's a pretty dark agriculture fact.
I mean, fun is a complicated word.
Because they use that to then like monopolize crops.
Yeah, they don't allow farmers to use the seeds they already have, which should be illegal.
Yeah, you cannot use the seeds you already have, and like it's a whole insane thing, and our like whole food industry's super turbo fucked. Something fun about agriculture that I could also think of is I know a guy who got bit on the butt by a pig.
A pig on the butt. They
yeah.
they're like kind of scary.
I mean, that's a fact. I think my friend Hank got bit on the butt by a pig. He said he was running and the pig was chasing him. And he tried to jump up over a fence and he jumped up and the pig just right onto the butt. And they got nasty teeth. That's
rough. I see we have a fact from Coyote Astronaut in the chat. Chicken fact. The bwak 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 sound that we think about is the sound chickens make when they're laying an egg.
Yeah, That tracks. That's the sound I'd make if I was laying an egg.
You also had chickens.
I did have chickens. And
Coyote has chickens.
They do make that sound. They do be making lots of sounds.
Do you have any chicken facts?
That I had apparently the worst ones because ours fucking fought each other, dude. Our chickens were trying to peck each other to death in the coop. And like, they were like raised together. We did everything, and they were just stressed out, man. Mm-hmm. And it was really hard. We ended up at one point we got these like beak cover things that we would put on them before the nighttime, before they would go in there, so they wouldn't peck each other to death.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. And then there was one time that one of them got run off with by a fox, and my partner at the time chased the fox across the yard. The fox dropped the chicken. I was in the basement at the time, and I just remember they came running up to the door, kicked the door open, holding this limp chicken. And like, we got to do something. It was crazy.
And sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, maybe just give it back to the fox. Like,
no, Pecky. Pecky was my baby.
Pecky is a great name.
Yeah, it was Pecky.
I always think of Pecky.
This is I like this fun facts game. We should refine it. What I've just realized though, Bug, is that it's 45 and we have voicemails.
Ooh, we should do our voicemails
that we prompted for. And so I definitely don't want to miss those.
Yeah, so everybody send in any categories for Moss Fun Fact Game, Babypedia.
Fun fact game we can play with everyone in the chat, and then we can give people in chat points. We can figure something out with that. We could gamify that up a bit. But we asked yesterday if you would call in and tell us stories about moments of your life that felt like a movie. And we have a voicemail right here from none other than Coyote Astronaut. So now we're talking movie moments in your life. 848 Moss Bug's the number to call. Coyote called it, and this is what they said.
What's up, Bug? What's up, Moss? This is Coyote Astronaut, a literal stranger, and literally very tired right now because I wrecked my sleep routine over the 3-day weekend. So times that felt like I was in a movie, probably my favorite story in that regard was several years ago, my friend Sandy and I decided to take a trip to Kansas. We were pretty big into Supernatural at the time, and we had the opportunity to see the band Kansas playing in Lawrence, Kansas, which is where Sam and Dean Winchester are from.
Hell yeah.
And we followed that up by a cheeky little trip to, not Lawrence, Kansas, Lebanon, Kansas, where at the time they had an underground bunker, or at least they did in the story. There's not really a place to put that in actual Lebanon, Kansas. So we are on our way between Lawrence, Kansas, and Lebanon, and we're just kind of driving around. We're enjoying the scenery, and we see that there is a sign for the world's largest ball of twine in Clocker City, Kansas. I encourage you to Google this thing because it is just as wild as it looks. So we get into town, and we must have been, I don't think there is an on season for Clocker City, but certainly if there is an off season, we were in it because there was no one around other than like maybe two people like leaving the ball of twine who apparently had the same idea we did. And we're like walking around in this little sort of downtown area, and like there were no humans, there was nothing. And it was all like this place done up a little bit like, everything nearby was like about the ball of twine. And it felt like being in a movie like House of Wax at like the beginning.
Yeah.
Where if you don't leave town, like if you investigate further, something terrible is going to happen to you. So yeah, like we were pretty sure we were in the cold open of a horror movie. We said goodbye to the ball of twine. We got back in the car and we successfully got to our destination. But yeah, it's rare that I feel as pooped as I did in that moment. And somewhere there was a soundtrack, and we were the ones who got out before the bad things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
hope you have a
sure.
great rest of your day. Take care, be safe, and don't get eaten by the people who I guess keep the ball of twine. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
The ball of twine, if you do Google the photograph of it does have energy of something you'd get eaten near.
It has dark energy, and I hate to say that. I love a roadside attraction, but the energy of the ball of twine is decidedly nefarious.
It is. There's something particularly spooky just about the way it sits and looks like.
Especially with no one being around it. It feels like this abandoned idol of a false god.
Yeah, it looks like an artifact from the belly of a great creature that I would not want to meet.
I have to, speaking of bellies of great creatures, let that big Chongus Chester out of the room.
Yeah, I see he's picking on a carpet in the corner, which is a nightmare because he's ripped it up and it I don't know what we're going to do about it because he's fucking shredded part of it. And it's not my carpet, so like we're going to have to figure something out.
At least they're not dogs.
Yeah, they're not dogs. They don't really mess anything else up. That's a great story, Coyote. Thank you for sharing that with us. I have not seen House of Wax either.
I haven't either.
Coyote
I've seen House of a Thousand Corpses. Is it like that?
Well, I would imagine that, but replace the 1,000 corpses with some wax.
Okay.
Coyote also said in chat there was a little hotel down the way from the Ball of Twine that advertised a special suite. Yeah, that's you don't leave that suite.
So I will say, we love a road trip, and this story is like so nostalgic for me. I've been kind of craving a road trip. I've been watching a lot of road trip YouTube content, and we did a cross-country road trip, and we didn't see a lot of attractions because we made very good time, but we did spend a lot of extra time on Route 66.
We did. We went down Route 66, and we had a lot of fun. We also did see the hotels that the cars' traffic cones are based on.
Yes, which are very cool, but also, they're like not expensive. You can book them, but it is like problematic.
They are teepees.
Yeah, the Wigwam hotels.
Yeah.
Just to acknowledge that is definitely problematic. I did love meeting Tomater, kind of a hero of mine.
Tomater was there, by the way.
Yeah, which is crazy. And then we stayed at Brad's Desert Inn Motel, which was fantastic. We had a great time at Brad's. They give you earplugs because there's a train. Not the only place I've stayed at where they do that.
It was themed. The rooms were like hand painted and hand decorated.
Yes, it was like, it's totally still independent. There's some really cool independent motels on Route 66.
It also is like the energy of, if you did it.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt safe there. I feel like you definitely have to specify smoking or non-smoking. It's very chill.
It's a vibe. It's interesting. But the way I can never remember the name of it. I'm glad you could.
You can't remember Brad's Desert Inn Motel? I'm going to get that tattooed on my ass.
I remember it as Brad's Pretty Good Hotel.
That's crazy.
Because that was the vibe that I got from it.
It was a pretty good hotel.
It was a pretty
It had
good
a lot
hotel.
of heart.
It did. It had a lot of heart. We left behind a big old box of cigars, though.
Yeah, we accidentally left behind like a 2-pound bag of coffee that we bought in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and bought my entire box of cigars.
Huge bummer.
Yeah, it was a RIP for us.
Don't even know if that coffee was good.
I really hope that whoever cleaned our room enjoyed it though. I hope that they distributed things appropriately.
I hope the person clocked into work that day and was like, "Oh, I'd do anything for coffee and a cigar," and then walked into that room.
And they found just a bag of unground coffee and started eating the beans, I assume.
Well, no, maybe they found maybe they're like, "Hey, boss, I found some coffee and cigars," and the boss is like, "You keep them, Ernie. You deserve it. You work,
I hope so.
You work, Brad or whatever from Brad's Desert Motel.
I assume.
You work so hard, Ernie. Why don't you keep
This is a blanket
coffee? This
is a blanket permission to anyone. I leave things behind. I have ADHD. It happens, right? I'm not that heartbroken about it. I have a moment of silence for the lost friend, and then you just get over it. What I always hope is that if you find it and it's not reasonable to return it somewhere, whatever, literally just enjoy it. Don't feel guilty about it. Give it a good home. Because the worst thing for me when I think of having left something behind is to think someone just threw it away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just pass it on to someone who will like it. It's just it's so much better to think that it found some love.
Whenever I lose something that I particularly care about, such as what recently happened in the airport with a vinyl record that I was very excited to buy, but I won't tell the whole story now because we're running out of time. I just hope someone enjoys it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just hope you just want to hope there's a happy story for whatever thing it is that you lost to the wilds.
Yeah.
We have one more voicemail to play about moments in your life that felt like a movie, and it is from none other than Aaron Joseph Waddington Carroll III. Here we go.
Good morning, Bug and Moss. Answering your question for a time, I felt like I was in a movie or something equivalent to that. I can't remember the exact question. Yeah, it felt like a movie. So when I was a young kid, my family used to go snowmobiling.
Oh.
One day we decided to go during the winter because, as you do, snowmobiling. And my dad's like, okay, there are tracks going this way to the right over the lake. He's like, I don't know how I feel about that, but that's where all the other tracks are going, so I guess that's the safest way to go because other people are going there. We know we can go there. Turns out that wasn't the case. So it's me, my stepmom, and my dad on one snowmobile. It was a big snowmobile. And the ice starts cracking underneath us.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh God, my dad's freaking out because we don't want to fall through the ice, but we're stuck. We can't move. So I'm panicking. Again, because I'm 4, 5. I'm very young at this time.
Oh, wow. Yikes.
And
Yeah.
then, rightfully so, stepmom and dad are freaking out because, again, we are going to fall under the ice. So my dad's, like, yelling to anybody who could fucking hear, like, across the lake. And all of a sudden, like, these 3 guys just come blasting down from wherever they were. And, like, it's okay, we got you. Like, one of them takes me, the other one, like, helps out my, I think 2 of them, like, help out my dad, like, try to attach, like, rope and shit, chain to the actual snowmobile to, like, pull it out before it falls.
That's
And
crazy.
it's, like, submerging at this point. Like, it's slowly going under.
Oh.
And so, like, it was one of the scariest moments of my life. I thought, like, we were going to go under.
Good Lord.
But, yeah, like, these guys came out of nowhere and, like,
That's
rescued us and saved us.
awesome.
So very movie-like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
Whoa.
Anyway, hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, man. Whoa.
I love that my movie was a decom, and then Coyote and AJ are coming in with these thrilling
Horrors.
stories.
Yeah, these horror movie stories. Snowmobiles are terrifying. Snowmobiles are petrifying. The very first time I drove a snowmobile, I almost wrapped it around a tree instantly.
Really?
The
I've never
throttle-
driven one,
the-
obviously.
The throttle was a little laggy, and I was like, what? It's not going. And they're just like,
Is
push.
it like a jet ski?
I've never driven a jet ski.
I've been on a jet ski. I've never driven one.
It's kind of it's like a 4-wheeler, except instead of 4 wheels, you have like a thing.
2 skis.
Yeah, and then just like a big old track under the middle of you. They are really fun when you're like just cruising around, but I didn't really understand how it worked, and the throttle wasn't super responsive, so I just pushed it all the way, and then it suddenly took off. And out of fear, I like clenched the thing because I was pretty young too, and so I pushed it even harder. Luckily, my friend's dad was there and literally just knocked me off.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's good. That's terrifying, though. Going across lakes. I've also driven snowmobiles across lakes. It is the most fun because it's big and open and flat and
Yeah.
clear, so you can just like whip around and do circles and stuff. If it's very, very frozen.
And it's
you're
so
very sure.
hard to know if it's very, very frozen.
Yeah, I let the ice fishing people go out and like drive their big trucks onto the ice, and then like every year some of them do go in for sure. But once those people are out, then I feel like, all right, I can probably, cruise around here if there's ice fishing huts out.
I have so many memories. For a brief period of time, we lived on this like plot of land that was 5 acres, and it's the only time in my childhood I was really allowed to like wander and be outside by myself. So I have a lot of really good memories of just like exploring what felt like a forest to me because I was so little. Like it was densely like packed with trees, and there was a pond. Like it was like not 5 open acres. It was packed with stuff, so it felt huge. And the pond was like probably the size of this room, big enough to be significant when it's in your yard. Mm-hmm. And there were snapping turtals and stuff.
Oh,
it was
that's great.
so freaking
As a
cool.
kid, that's like a wonderland.
Yeah,
It's
and
an
my
exploration.
my
wonderland.
dad would like. We also had this. First, my dad would like mess with the snapping turtles, and he would show me like don't get close by having them like bite on a stick. And the pond would freeze over. We had a swing that went over the fire pit, which is obviously very dangerous, but was such a vibe.
No, that's totally a vibe. Of course, that's a vibe.
And it wasn't a tire swing. It was a log swing. It was just a log with a piece of carpet stapled to it, tied to a rope that hung from a tree. So it was like a log so you could put your legs around the rope.
Yeah, no, that rules.
And you would just spin like fucking crazy because it was a log.
That's such a good swing. I love that.
Yeah, there's just, speaking of movie moments and all of that, what made me think of that story is that the pond would freeze over enough sometimes to walk on. But my dad would usually test it. And my dad is a big guy. My dad's like 6'1", and he's been a pretty big guy my whole life. And he would be the one to test it, obviously, because he would be like, if he can hold me, we're good. And I have a lot of memories of it not quite being strong enough.
Your dad falling into the frozen.
It wasn't deep enough for that, really.
Okay.
So it'd be more like just like your whole foot to like the knee gets wet.
Fair. Okay. That's fair. That's less scary.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked out on the center of a frozen lake?
Fuck no.
No?
Fuck no. It doesn't get that cold here.
Oh, that's true. Sometime you should go because it's cool.
We do always try to take a road trip when the weather in New Hampshire is the strongest.
Yeah.
So we should go do
it's-
winter stuff.
The sound the ice makes when it does like crack, not in a scary way, but when you're out there and there's like that It's like a crazy. There's no way to describe it.
Well, we
Bug.
do
It's
have
amazing.
ice storms here. And so the whole world will get pretty frozen. And it is crazy hearing the trees like under the ice.
No, there's like a supernatural pinging sound.
Yeah?
It's crazy.
Well,
yeah.
we'll go.
We totally should. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. As always, another day you've spent hanging out, getting ready with the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. If you have a friend you think would like the show, give us their name and some details, and we'll do an elevator shout out. I love you, Bug.
I love you, Moss.
And it's time to go.
This is Bug and Moss.